other than Christmas, I think the thing I most closely associate with your human love is Mega Man. Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday. Whatever culturally appropriate winter holiday you celebrate, or no holiday at all, if it's just Tuesday for you. This is my Christmas tradition to all of you. I come to you with a full playthrough of a complete game where I just share my appreciation and gratitude and joy and contentment. And we just play a fun game, start to finish, without any cuts. And this year, obviously, I think everybody saw this coming, obviously, is Mega Man 11. This game came out, and I don't know, it might just be that the game is still kind of in its honeymoon phase. Like, it's only been out for a couple of months. It's still pretty new. But I feel like it might be one of the best Mega Man games out there. There's very little wrong with this game. You know, I'm going to grab this health. Let's just be super smart about this and see if I can get through this game without really embarrassing myself, but probably not. We are going to be kind of stupid about it. Oh, in fact, I already was kind of stupid about it. I got to kill this guy down here first. We got to kill him and use the speed gear to kill him. There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, Mega Man 11. Oh my god, this game is good. And I should jump over this guy is what I should do. I should jump over him like that. And then, there we go. Okay, good. We have this slowdown system here that you see I'm spamming quite a lot. You can probably hear my controller going completely crazy down there. Reason being, there's an item in Auto's shop that I want to unlock that only unlocks after you activate the speed gear like 50 times or something dumb. So there's lots of places in the stage where we're going to just kind of hit the speed gear button a lot and see how that goes. I got wind blowing me. That's what I need to do here. Wind blowing me! Up top. Don't get hit by the rabbit because there's a free man right here. Thank you. Over the hole. I do wish that the holes in the game faded to black down at the bottom, and they don't. Because there's a couple places in the game that look like it might be bottomless pits, but they're not. Do I want to speed gear here? I think I do, actually. Oh, never mind. It just broke my speed gear. I left it on too long. No, that's not where I wanted the speed gear. Rush, you're embarrassing me. Oh, I'm running out of rush, too. This video's already bad. It's already a bad Christmas video, guys. It's too bad. I didn't do a test play. I mean, I didn't do a test play today. I have test played Mega Man 11 a lot. I've played this game repeatedly since it came out, and I think it shows in the quality of gameplay that we have on screen right now. I think it's pretty apparent that I've been playing the absolute balls off this game. We need to fight our mini-boss now. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I gotta go in charged, right? Yeah, we wait for his thing to come down. When we speed gear him, I'm gonna get hit by the trunk. Oh, I didn't. Cool. So I think I'll one-cycle this fool. I know speedrunners can do it on the very first cycle, but I'm not a speedrunner. So... because now the charge shot makes enemies flinch, enemies that have shields. When an enemy drops a shield, you can hit them with the charge shot, and they pull their shields up. That's a great innovation that should have been in every Mega Man game that has the Mega Buster. And it hasn't been. Because Capcom hates you and hates Christmas and wants Santa Claus to die. None of that's true. I'm sure. I'm sure everybody at Capcom loves Santa Claus. I'm sure... there hasn't been a Mega Man, like, Santa Claus enemy? No, Blizzard Man was kind of like that. I guess. A little bit. He wore, like, a Santa hat. We can get under this guy, right? Yeah, cool. Cool beans. I want to speed gear up here so I can get this guy, too, though. Aha, cool. Beautiful, beautiful. Things are going swimmingly right now. Mega Man 11, guys. So, I was actually expecting this game to be good because it is a Mega Man game, and even the bad Mega Man games, I'm going to say 1 and 10 are the ones I think are not terrific. Bad might be too strong of a word, but not terrific. Even the not terrific Mega Man games, usually pretty good, right? I got hit by that guy. I'm going to go left here. Yeah, because I don't need that weapon energy over there. I guess I could grab it and fill up my rush, but there's only one screen left of this level, so why bother? I was expecting the game to be good. I don't know that I was expecting to be this good. Like, I think it might actually be Mega Man 2 and 3 good. It's really that amazing of a game. I like that we didn't go back to the 8-bit style again. I didn't pick up that energy tank because energy tanks are, of course, a sign of weakness, as we all know. And here's our first boss, Tundra Man. Let's hope I don't screw the pooch on this one. Can I remember how to fight the bosses? I just played this game last week, but the bosses aren't, like, ingrained in muscle memory yet. Can we get the full charge? There it is. Okay. I have a hard time actually aiming my power gear charge. And it should be easy, but it's not. For some reason, I just can't wrap my head around doing it. I'm going to go to the middle. There he goes. Boom. Got him. You got to time that power gear charge. Because as soon as he hits the edge of the screen, either the bottom left corner or bottom right corner, that's where he's vulnerable. When he's spinning, you can't hit him. And he doesn't stay vulnerable for long. So you want to time your shot just as he's approaching the corner of the screen. Pull off that double shot a couple of times. And you got a winner chicken dinner. I want to talk a little bit about the innovations of this game. Like, things that this game brings to the table as far as Mega Man is concerned. You've got the gear system, the time-slowing power gear, or the time-slowing speed gear, and then the power gear which charges up your weapons. Let's see if I hit my speed gear enough. In the shop here. I did not. I did not. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, there it is. Speed gear booster. That's what I want. So we're going to buy that. We'll equip that. We'll buy the energy balancer. We want that. Equip that. Okay, cool. And moving on to Torchman. So many things that just, in retrospect, should have been in the Mega Man games all along. The single button rush, just instead of push the shoulder buttons switching your weapons, the shoulder buttons are now your rush. So if I want rush, I just hit the button. There he is. There's rush. This weapon wheel to equip items, this completely revolutionizes the game. I did not mean to actually use that item there. But I do have my energy balancer, so it'll all even out. And by the time we get to the end of the level, we'll be good again. Flip over this guy. Just those two changes alone breathe so much life into the game. I find myself using Rush and, like, Robot Master weapons a lot more than I do in other Mega Man games, just because of that weapon wheel. And now I can move at normal speed with the speed gear on, so this screen here with the chasing lava wall is completely trivial, which is just how I like it. Who needs a hard lava wall section? You know what I mean? Like, who needs it? Who needs it, I ask you? Nobody needs it. Speedruns of this game are fantastic to watch. I don't want to kill this owl. I want to kill that... Yeah, I want to kill that guy. This guy's going to jump onto this... Oh, it got me from behind. I'm getting punked by little termite robots? Question mark? I think this owl I can safely kill. Yeah, he's gone. He's Gonzo. That was Gonzo the owl, and he's no longer with us. So this thing, all of the mini-bosses, when you got this speed gear upgrade, you pretty much just do that. And it's wonderful. I love it. So yeah, the weapon wheel, a single button rush, revolutionized the way that Mega Man is played, and these are things that we could have had as early as Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8 might predate the DualShock controller on the PlayStation 1, actually, but if it doesn't, like, it should have been an option, you know what I mean? Hello, we need you in. Thank you. Oh, there's the wall. Let's get out of here. And my speed gear broke because I overcharged it. That's fine, though. We're going to wait for him to fall and kill him, and we're going to do the same thing to his brothers over here. And not get seared from below, if I can help it. Spoilers, I can, because I'm awesome at this game. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm actually bad at this game. It's just, I've memorized quite a lot of it now, because I played it so much. I think this game has staying power. Mega Man 9 and 10 were... Okay, I'm going to backtrack that. Mega Man 10, I don't think was that fun. I didn't enjoy it, at least. Most people did, that's fine. Mega Man 9 is the one that people hold up as like the best game in the series. I missed my jump. I missed my jump. And I'm sorry, I don't see it. Mega Man 9 is fun, but it's no... It's really not better than... we need to kill this thing now and go under him, I think. And then grab this gear down here to fill us up. Okay, we're good. Mega Man 9, though, doesn't have staying power. Like, after I completed it a few times, I was done with Mega Man 9. Like, I go back to it every once in a while. I actually did record it for a now defunct Let's Play that I'm not going to do, but... I haven't wanted to, like, replay Mega Man 9 the way that I want to replay Mega Man 11. And I have replayed Mega Man 11. Like, I've probably already played this game more than I've played Mega Man 9 in my life. Torchman should go down with just a couple of blasts, but I might run out of weapon energy and need to finish him off with a Mega Buster. And if I do, that's fine. Like, whatever. He's going to jump across the screen now, and we'll get him again. And when he starts firing, we'll get him again. Oh, we can get him one more time. No, now we need the Mega Buster, because I did miss. He's got iframes, too, kind of in weird places. When he goes into his Power Gear mode, and he turns black, and he starts throwing the walls of fire back and forth, he's got iframes somewhere in there, and I must have hit my Tundra while he was in those iframes and not finished him off. If you miss with one of your powered Tundra, he gets into this situation where he's only got 1 pixel of energy left. And then you just hit him with a lemon, and you're done, and it's fine. I like how Mega Man gets a different looking like cannon and helmet for each of his weapons now instead of just colors. That gives each weapon a little bit more personality. I think that's really cool. Let's buy some more stuff that we can afford now. We can afford Energy Balancer Neo. This is a new kind of energy balancer that whenever we pick up weapon energy, it fills up everything. And we're going to want that Buster Plus chip, and I think that's it. After that, I think we're just going to spend all our money on tanks, and we'll be just fine. Every stage in this game is super fun to play. Every boss is super fun to fight. There's maybe 1 or 2 sections in the game that I don't think are excellent, but they're not bad. They're not like... Remember that screen in Mega Man 9? Where if you weren't, like, perfect with your concrete shot, you just died, and there was nothing you could really do about it? Like, there's nothing like that in this game that I can think of offhand. You have an auto fire button just built in. I got it set to triangle. It's like, that's awesome. Like, it just automatically shoots 3 shots. We need to speed gear right here. Rush. Get this free man. The 1-ups and the energy tanks in levels don't come back. You can't farm them. Which at first... Oh, you know what? We want to do this. That's right. Which at first I didn't like, but... I mean, you could buy infinite 1-ups and energy tanks anyway from the shop. They're super, super cheap, even on the really hard difficulty level. Which might be the only thing about the game I'm not totally enamored with, is the way that the hard difficulty level works. I don't think I've played a Mega Man game that's had a good hard difficulty level. And remember, Mega Man 2's hard difficulty wasn't actually hard. It was normal. So here's our next mini-boss. We just hit this guy with a couple of these, and then we're done. Beautiful. 1 click turns off the Tundra. Boom, it's off. I love it. I never have to go into the menu of this game. When I do go into the menu, I'm always like, oh, that's what the menu looks like? Okay. Just because so much of the game is... You have a button for everything now. You can switch weapons on the fly. Like, this is what Mega Man has needed to make his Robot Master weapons feel good the entire time we've had Mega Man games. When I play some of the middle games with the more lackluster weapons, like 4 and 5, especially, there's this sense of, I just kind of want to use the Mega Buster. Oh, I needed the Tundra for here, and I don't have it now. Okay, we'll just take a hit. There we go. We'll just do that. I used Tundra on Sniper Walker Bob over there and didn't have enough for the screen where I actually needed it. It'd be nice to have it here, too, but I think what we can just do is speed gear through it. Yeah. Some of these screens, it is nice to have Tundra on. I've got a blast of it now, which we'll use right here. Kill those two guys. And we'll get some back. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we have one shot for here. You see with Tundra, a lot of times I'll go into power gear just to use it, just to get a full screen effect. We want to kill this guy before we start moving forward here. Speed gear part of the way up. I just don't want to get eaten up by these guys' shots over here. If we take a hit, we might be in a very dangerous situation. Indeed. But some weapons we don't want to use power gear on. Like when we go in here to fight Blast Man, I'm going to turn on Torch. But we don't want to use power gear here because we don't want to run out of weapon energy. If you miss with the power gear, it's hard to miss in this fight because he pretty much stays put on the sides of the screen. But missing with the power gear version of the Torch weapon is something that does happen, and it just makes me feel silly and weird. Oh, he was in his iframes. He was activating his own power gear. But this is a fight where I just want more shots of the Torch weapon rather than more powerful shots, which is what I want for Torchman. So there's a learning curve to it. Learning how to use your power gear and your speed gear effectively. There was a lot of cool stuff to play with in the game. And all of the robot weapons, I think it used quite a lot, except for, I think, Fuse Man. I don't use that much. I think I pretty much only use Fuse Man in a couple of boss fights. I can't say that about any other Mega Man game. I can't think of another Mega Man game where every single robot master weapon gets utilized. Like in this one. I don't have enough chips yet. Not chips, bolts, nuts, screws. Screws are what they call them. I like the Robot Master designs, too, because... Okay, try to follow me along on this. Go back to the first couple of Mega Man games, especially Mega Man 1, 2, and 3, where you kind of had this sensibility of Robot Master design, where they were like Mega Man sized and shaped for the most part, and the ones that weren't, like Gutsman and Heatman, were kind of outliers. They were really standout characters. As the series goes on through Mega Man 4 and 5 and 6, and then especially 7 and 8, the Robot Masters got more and more stylized, more and more unique, different sizes and shapes. By Mega Man 6, most of the Robot Masters were bigger than Mega Man, so they could fit more detail in. And then, of course, Mega Man 8 completely throws all sense of, like, hey, these Robot Masters were all designed by the same mind, kind of out the window. By Mega Man 8, every Robot Master was an outlier in some way. It wasn't just a man with a gimmick attack, like it was in the first couple Mega Man games. We're going to stand, like, right here, and booyah! I'm going to get you done, son. God, this guy gave me so much trouble. We got to fight 2 of those guys in this level. And the first time I played this game and picked Blockman's level, they gave me so much trouble, and now I'm just like, whatever. Mega Man 9 and 10 kind of went back to that sensibility where, yeah, they still had their own gimmicks, but they felt like their own gimmicks when... Watch this thing. You can blow this thing up. I didn't know that the first time I played this level either, and jumping through those little mazes are really obnoxious. I love this game so much! So many fun little things you can do with the Robot Master weapons. 9 and 10, they kind of reined the Robot Masters in. Okay, now they're just going to be dudes with, like, gimmicks again, and it's... There were a couple of outliers. I think, like, Hornet Man is a little too out there. Splash Woman, for sure, might be the most outlier of all in Mega Man 9. But I think a couple of outliers are fine. Mega Man 2 had a couple of outliers, with, like, Woodman and Heatman. Looked very, very different, if not bigger. Mega Man 11 does that with the updated graphical style. Most of the mans you fight in the game are just... They're like man-shaped, with their little gimmick that they have, instead of being, like, boss-shaped, like something like Sword Man or Grenade Man or Search Man were. Or even Blizzard Man or Centaur Man from the NES, the last of the NES games. This is an Anti-Eddie. He shows up to steal your items off the screen. So just speed gear him, you know how you do. I like that Mega Man 11 has that... Oh, we want to power gear you. Yeah, we don't want to mess with you at all. If I'd remembered I wanted to do that sooner, I wouldn't have taken 2 stupid hits on this screen from the flower monsters. But hey, you guys didn't come here for the Mega Man competence. You came here for Mega Man 11 and Christmas cheer. And I considered, like, you know, should I do a fake out like I did that one year? Like, hey, I'm going to play Metroid Fusion, but nope, it's really Zero Mission. No, not going to do a fake out. I even had the perfect fake out, like, all ready to go. Hold on, I do have to concentrate on this screen here. We want to wait for this block to go by. Speed gear, drop rush, get... Oh, no, we messed it up. We messed it up. We'll try again. You can just try again. It's great. Just try again. Speed gear, get rush out, get up and around. There we go. Speed gear again on this block. What? That's a great route through that screen. And it's possible because of the speed gear system and how just elemental it is. Like, I love it. Like, part of me really hopes that Mega Man 12 doesn't bring it back, so this game has something special in it. But part of me is also like, you know what? This could just be part of the Mega Man lexicon now, the speed and power gears. In fact, I almost wish they didn't put the Mega Buster in this game. Like, instead of charging up the Mega Buster, like, the power gear just gives you fully charged Mega Buster shots. Yo, if I was going to fix this game and make one change, that's all I would do. I would make that one change and nothing else. Instead of charging up your Mega Buster, power gear just gives you the full Mega Buster shot. That's all I would do. We are going to power gear this guy, though. Right there. And... Oh, nope, I missed. I'm bad. I'm really bad. Okay, no. We need a budget here. It could get real dicey. Light goes on. 1, 2. Oh, here's an attack. 3. Okay, he's back. And we're done. We don't have any more power gear, so we're just gonna go way back. Or we have power gear. We don't have any more. Blasts. So we're just gonna, you know, this is fine. Speed gear is there for us. Oh, I mistimed that. Right here, this is great. Boom, got him. But you look at Blockman, and he's basically just like an old school Mega Man design. He's Mega Man size. He looks really goofy. He's got like the big eyes. He's got like the single color, like tight pants like Mega Man has. And so Blockman's the first guy I fought. I'm like, oh, all of the bosses are going to be like that classic style again. And Blockman kind of is for the first part of his fight. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, nope! Giant Blockman! Welcome to the future, son! That was fun for me. I don't know if it was fun for everybody, but definitely fun for me. Can I afford new toys yet? Let's go look for toys. Nope, don't care about cutscenes. You'll notice that I have the voices turned off. I don't want to listen to the voices. That's another thing that every Mega Man game should have let you do. We're going to turn on Buster Plus to make our Buster a little bigger, and I think that's it. We don't really care about... Oh, this... We got the Speed Gear Booster. Do we care about anything else? Oh, this thing here, the cooling system. Yeah, we'll buy that after the next level. After Acidic Man here. I've seen a lot of complaints about Acid Man's level being like too gimmicky or ROM hacky or kind of BS. I don't know. I think it looks like that to an outside viewer, but I think Acid Man's level is fine. They do kind of go a little overboard on the spikies, but I think it's fine. We're going to speed gear these guys all dead. Beautiful. We don't want these guys to push, to spit into the... they vomit into the water. Like right now, the acid is pretty safe. Blue acid is fine. But blue acid is now behind us forever. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I almost screwed up those guys. Oh no, we have a whole blue acid section. Like, we're still in the blue acid part of the level. It's like everything's kind of easy and fine, and it's like, oh, we're just a nice swimming section now. But the acid gets progressively worse and worse as you go through the level. And if you let those little vomit guys have their way, they poop into the water and turn it different colors, which makes it more and more acidic. And it becomes less and less safe. So, a really cool gimmick for the level. I like Mega Man gimmick levels that don't undo the Mega Man moveset. You know what I mean? Mega Man X has this problem where they have so many gimmick levels that just remove what X does. Here, we're just going to not screw around with these guys. We're going to use a lot of Tundra in this stage now that we're into the yellow section. And as long as they start dropping weapon energy, it's like gonna be great. So, sorry, I can move full speed when everything else is slowed down. So get wrecked, Jones. You use this here, right? Yeah. Yeah, that'll get him. Like at the time that I'm uploading this Christmas video, one of my Let's Play series that I'm putting up is Mega Man X7, and so many stupid gimmicks in that game. There's so much of the game that isn't just, hey, you can dash and wall kick and charge your shot. Does that make sense? Whereas Acid Man has fun gimmicks that make sense. Like the acid gimmick getting progressively worse, it gives the level some unique charm, it gives it its own little ethos, without removing the jump and shoot and fire and fun gameplay of just standard Mega Man. That's the design philosophy I think Mega Man 11 really brings to the table. 9 and 10 did the same thing, and it was especially refreshing to play those after 7 and 8. But now we're into the red section of the level. Uh-oh, things getting real dangerous. Fortunately, I got lots of tundra to play with. This guy has a speed gear because he's just right in my way. This guy too, maybe. Oh, his vomit's gonna hit the acid! Oh! Oh, now it's green and bubbly and horrible. Yeah, I needed to save that one last tundra, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to kill those guys. So red acid is still safe, but once we get to the green acid part of the level, all bets are off. And this is the part of the level that I see people complain about. Like, this jump is stupid, but it's not. It's just, it's so easy. You just jump across. I don't know what the big complaint here is. And then there's one screen later on with some spikities. I think people just see spikes and think, like their butthole clenches up, and then I just jump into spikes. And then I just immediately jumped into spikes. This level's BS. It's Kaizo ROM hack hard. Too hard for the kids, Mega Man. What are you doing? Anyway. Mega Man 9 and 10 both had that quality in, like, just back to basics, just good old solid Mega Man. But they didn't devolve into gimmickry. Oh, I've got to go through this section here now. Hold on. Let me start with that. Oh, good. Here's a big old weapon energy. That'll be helpful. Oh, wait. That's the wrong button. I do get mixed up on the shoulder buttons sometimes, and now my gears are busted because I overcharged them. Let's take this nice and slow so nobody poops into the water. My speed gear's back, so that was the last hit you're going to get on me, Jones. That's literally a Sniper Jones. That's what they're called. Ah! Look what I did. I had to pause just long enough there after saying Sniper Jones to ensure somebody would go to the comments and be like, Brickroad, it's actually Sniper Joe. I know. Sometimes I just like to say things that are untrue in my videos just to see if the pedantic wizards of the world will jump down my throat about it. My new favorite thing that I like to do all the time is, like, when I'm talking about a game that comes out, like a movie or so, I'll just deliberately get the year wrong. Like, oh, the Nintendo 64 was released in 1976. It totally wasn't, by the way. Nintendo 64 came out in 1979. Most people don't know that. And it really wasn't released by Nintendo. It was really released by NASA. That's actually true. If you look that up, the Nintendo 64 was developed in the 1970s by NASA. And the 90s, when it actually came out, like when it actually hit the market, that's just when it became, when the technology became, like, consumer available. Like, if you had bought the technology in 1979 when NASA developed it for rocketry, what am I doing? How many lives do I have left? Only 5 lives, guys. I gotta get my shizzle together here, or else we're gonna... I have my full tundra now, at least, so... Okay, pay attention. Brickroad, you spent the first half of this level talking about why the level design is fine, and the second half of the level just Spikety, 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 spikes. Over and over again. Oh, I like all this weapon energy I'm seeing. I like all this weapon energy I'm seeing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done. This time, I'm not going to jump on the spikes like a lunatic. What I'm going to do is kill these guys safely. Platform, platform, platform. That's how it's done. That's how we do. And there's one screen later in the game, in this level, that I've seen a lot of people call out as kind of being really, really BS. I've never personally died to it, which means today I'm going to personally die to it, aren't I? It's going to be the first time I ever die on this screen after trying to use part of my video to talk about why it's okay to have this screen. I think I mentioned the, like this right here. Just walk off, kill this guy, one simple jump, and you're good. That's it. That's it. That's the part of the level everybody calls out that they hate. Boom. I don't even need that weapon energy because that's the last tundra I'm going to need for this level. Now we're into the green acid part of the level, which is just the last screen in the boss fight. Boom. We'll switch to blocks, because that's what Acid Man is weak to. This is a cool fight. I like this fight a lot. Because he's going to put up a shield. And I'm going to be like, shield, what, nerd? Get out of here with that mess. Then I'm going to hit him again. Then I'm going to hit him again. And then I'm immediately going to turn around and hit him in the air. Oh, I missed. That's fine. It's fine, though. Just aim your blocks behind you like that. You'll get him every time. Boom! Like, the blocks form right where he jumps to. The first time I fought this guy, I figured out that block was his weakness pretty quickly. And I'm like, how are you supposed to hit him? You can't really aim the blocks. And when it clicked that he jumps into the air and all you have to do is have blocks forming, that has to be intentional. That has to be in the game on purpose. And it's so brilliant when you think about it. Like, he jumps to the place of the screen where the blocks form. You don't need to drop the blocks on him because he goes to the blocks. It's wonderful. That's wonderful game design. Beautiful. Can I buy my other stuff that I want? I want... Yeah, we'll get this cooling system. Which means I can just use my gears even more. And who's next in this workaday? Oh, Impact Man is next. So the Acid Shield, I have a love-hate relationship with it. You won't see it until we get to the Impact Man fight. It's kind of tricky to use, and Impact Man is almost easier without it. But, first of all, Impact Man. What a great name for a Robot Master, right? Like, it's wonderful. I could probably get some use out of the Acid Shield on this screen, but it's not really that difficult. So we're just going to jump to this one here, and then to the next one below us. I actually love how speedrunners do this screen. It's insane. They just drop from the top all the way to the bottom and hit that ledge. I've never been able to do it. I guess I could probably do it if I practiced at it. But they start with Impact as their first Robot Master because the weapon is so universally just fast and useful. Mets, you always want to speed gear while you jump towards the Mets, so you just are guaranteed to get past their first shot. Oh, I need to fire one more volley. There you go. You take 6 shots, not 3. I think that's the first mental hurdle I had to get over when I played Mega Man 11, is just, you have this speed gear, use it. Use it all over the place. The first few times I played the game, it's like I didn't want to resort to it, because it's like kind of a crutch. Tundra! And we filled Tundra back up. Beautiful. But, no, it's like a tool, and they design part of the game around having it, so use it. Like, it's there. Use it. Oh god, that was bad. We're still fine. There's some health right there for us. I do think they went a little too overboard with some of the designs where... Like, okay, they have this slowdown, so we can design, like, boss attacks to be undodgeable in some cases, and that's fine. I don't think that's fine, but nothing's literally undodgeable without the speed gear. just a lot of things look undodgeable without the speed gear. If you memorize the boss patterns, you'll be okay. I'm not okay on this screen. What have I done? Okay, we're fine. But, oh, these mini-bosses gave me so much trouble until I'm just like, you know what? No, use the gears. Use the weapons. Weapons are so easy to use and easier than ever in Mega Man game. So this feels like maybe the first Mega Man game that delivers on the promise of Mega Man 1 of, you have all these awesome weapons. Like, use all of them. They're great. Oh, let's Tundra this guy from back here. And then I just rush jet across, don't I? Yeah. Let me just do this. Kill this guy, and yeah, we're just all the way across now. Beautiful. And this seems weird to say that, doesn't it? Because, like, Mega Man 11 is the first Mega Man game that really delivers on the promise of having all the different weapons and stuff. But yeah, with that weapon wheel and the usefulness of the speed gear, it really feels that way. Like, if I was using Mega Man 11 as a benchmark for the series, it would, like, this is kind of what they were searching for all along. Like, the Mega Buster was just a crutch to kind of tide you over to this weapon wheel. Like, that's such high praise for a game series that's literally 77 years old. Herbert Hoover was in office when Mega Man was invented. Okay. 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 I'm willing to admit that maybe this screen has gone a little pear-shaped. Okay? Maybe things are... Maybe things could be better. No, we're fine now. Actually, I should probably just use Tundra for these guys up here. That's not a lot of health to have for Impact Man. Oh, Tundra doesn't kill this thing. I guess I want this screw. Alright, here we go. Left, right, left, perfect. Definitely Tundra this screen. Oh, we got a refill right here. Okay, so Acid. The first time you push the fire button with Acid equipped, you put up a shield, and it takes a second for the shield to pop up. So I'm actually going to wait to see what attack Impact Man does and make sure that my coast is clear before I start. Before I put my shield up so he doesn't crash into me. What's he going to do? He's going to jump. Okay. Oh, I missed. There we go. Acid up. You have to be off the ground when he lands or else, like the hard man thing happens. We'll hit this. Oh, he ran into my shield. He does take damage when you run into the shield, but... We're going to speed gear past him here. Okay. We're going to speed gear past him again. Good. He's going to go back to being Impact Man in truth. Oop. Okay, got him now. Once you have the shield up, it's just a rapid fire weapon. And it's fine. But getting the shield up does take a little bit of finesse. You can't just throw it up as soon as you get in the room. I mean, I can't, because I can't split my attention between push the button to put my shield up and deal with being stuck there while the shield animation plays, and then only have a split second to deal with whatever attack animation at Impact Man is now 60% of the way through. But again, it clicked a little better for me when I'm like, oh, wait for him to attack. He's either going to do his dash or he's going to do his jump. If he does the dash, jump over him and throw your shield while he goes under you. If he does the jump in the air to avoid his impact, and use the acid while he's below you. We don't need to buy anything else. We'll wait until just before the Wily stage to buy a bunch of tanks. I like having one or maybe two Robot Masters in the sequence that are big at that are outliers, that don't fit the it's just a man kind of concept. Heat Man and Wood Man, I think I would call outliers just because of the they don't look like men, they look like a log and a Zippo lighter, respectively. But then having Bounce Man just be this gigantic bouncy ball. Oh, I love it. We're going to use a lot of Tundra in this level. Oh, not on this screen, though. Wait, do I need Tundra? I don't need Tundra here, right? No, I just hit this. Wait for a second. Get a butt pat. Boom! Yeah, we're going to Tundra these guys, though, because they're just aggravating otherwise. And yeah, this guy here, get Tundra'd on. Oh, we gotta wait for the hand now. I guess I could throw Rush Jet and just use Rush Jet to bump up there, but... Oh, we won't. We actually do want to do that. Here, let's Tundra Man you. No, that's the wrong way. Shoot. I need Rush... Can I use Rush Coil here? Oh, okay, I can. We need to Tundra these balloons out the way now, and now Rush... Oh no, the balloons won't go away. How do I kill the balloons? We have to Rush Jet out of here. But those balloons are in the way. And those balloons are also in the way. You know what? We're good. This is okay. Things have not gone totally pear-shaped like they did in... Oh, I'm out of Tundra now, though. Get out of here with that, nerd. I used too much Tundra. What shall I do? Get up there. Okay, good. Maybe I can hit him with... Oh, blocks will probably work, right? Yeah, nice. Okay, and I can't Rush Coil if I don't get high enough bounce, right? No, not quite. Okay, but Rush Jet. We can do this thing. Oh, not quite either. Oh, now I got this nerd to deal with. Hold on. I'm going to run out of Rush Jet. It's going to be fantastic. There we go. That's what I want. Oh, this fool, though. Get the heck out of here, you nerd. Still no Tundra? Still no Tundra. We don't need to go up top there. I need to... Right, left, right. Okay, we need blocks now. Blocks for the big frog man. And there's another big frog man later, and we'll just use blocks for him too. It'll be marvelous. Everybody will have a grand old time. Get out of my way, I want that health. You can Mega Buster the balloons. I don't know what other Robot Master weapons work on the balloons, though. I guess I should figure that out at some point. I knew the guy was going to jump out of the hole at me. Oh, wow, I got him in one shot. That's weird. I better grab this so I have more Tundra. Yeah, there we go. Hooah! Cool. Oh, I want this too. I forgot that turned into an anti-eddy. These guys I don't need Tundra for because they just get pinned against the back wall. And they're like, why are you shooting me? I just want to bounce around the purple maze. No, no purple maze for anyone. We want to impact this thing. No, we don't want to waste the impacts. But if I land on Rush, thank you, I can just bounce straight up. Yeah, we'll Tundra this screen. This is a nerd screen. We don't need to be here. And I think we want to Tundra the next screen too? No, we want to Mega Buster this screen because a booyah. Alright, can I Rush Jet straight up here safely? Not quite. I mean, I could if I were good at this game, but I'm not, so... Made it. Okay, now let's not bump our head on these balls. Perfect! Oh, this is the screen I was most worried about in the game when I sat down to record today. I'm like, you know what? If there's one screen, I'm going to screw up. It was not this one. This one worked out okay. Nice. Here's more blocks for you. That's not blocks, that's acid. There we go. I like the hatches too. The hatches that they're red when you can't go through them and they turn green when you can go through them. It's just little touches like that. Oh, I need Rush Jet for this screen, don't I? I'll probably get one shot at this. No, I won't get any shots at this. I need 2 uses of Rush Jet to get up to that block from where I was. Like, I could get to it, but then I couldn't get away from it without using more Rush Jet. That's cool. You know, we're not in a hurry. It's Christmas Day. We're not in a hurry to get anywhere. We're just going to play... Let's just go to the whole screen. We'll just do the full Monty of this screen. And spend a few extra moments together today, you and I, my friends. And enjoy each other's company. And enjoy the holiday. And enjoy Mega Man 11. Bounce Man was ruined for me, though. I turned the voices off immediately without even listening to what they sound like when I first played the game. I'm sorry. I don't want voice acting in my Mega Man. But when I started watching Twitch screams, wow, that would be horrifying. You turn into somebody's Twitch channel, and they're just like, "Ah!" for just hours on end. Just imagine that. Welcome to my Twitch screen. Welcome to my ASMR channel, where I just scream at you. Ricker, that's not what ASMR means. Look where I landed. Look where I landed. I think I was like literally 1 pixel off of landing in a good spot there. I actually have a guide in the background. There's like a line right in the background you don't want to move past. Right there. Ah! Why, though? Oh, look where I landed again. Cool. I played the game with the voices turned off because I don't want voices in my Mega Man. I don't want the Mega Man, Mega Man. You gotta do the thing and the whatever with the guys. Wow, look at this. Look at this mess. Oh, now I'm not low enough. I want to do the full Monty of this screen, too. I just want to make sure that you guys have enough Brick Road Christmas video. I had people tell me a few years ago I did Little Nemo the Dream Master for my Christmas video. And I uploaded it, and a friend of mine was like, I watched the video, but it's like, it wasn't even an hour long. Like, you chinsed us out of some Christmas cheer. Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. So it's good that I'm screwing this up on purpose. Because you guys get a little more Brick Road in your day. Why can I not get around this mess? There we go. You know what? I probably need this health now, actually, come to think about it. I can beat Bounce Man with this amount of health. So I'm going to actually use Speed Gear just to get close to Bounce Man to line up my shot, but then Power Gear when I actually get close to him and hit him with his Air Dash attack. Which is why speedrunners like to do Impact Man first, because his Air Dash attack is just super good for saving time and being fast. Two hits and 3 hits, and he's done. 3 powered impacts, that's all it takes for Bounce Man. But the game was ruined for me when I watched the Twitch streamer get to Bounce Man. And then he sounds like this! He sounds like a goofy... I don't like it. I don't like it. I guess I don't know what I wanted Bounce Man to sound like. Like maybe a Barry Manilow, baby. I don't... No, actually, that would have been perfect. Barry Manilow voices Bounce Man. Would have been fantastic. Okay, 2 things I would change about Mega Man 11. 1, I'd remove the Mega Buster. You only get a charge shot with the Power Gear. 2, I would get the world's best Barry Manilow impersonator to voice Bounce Man. Fuse Man is like the quintessential, just old school Mega Man Robot Master design. He's just Mans with a shot. That's all he is. Right down to just like the black tight pants that he wears. I'm sure if I cared about Mega Man lore, they've invented something like, oh, he was Elecman's friend or something dumb, but... Ow. I walked into the laser, and it will not be the last laser I walk into in this level, I guarantee you. I am certain there is more lasers in our future. There's one. I forgot about Helicopter Man. I forgot about Helicopter Fred coming in from the side of the screen there. Ow! Oh, I was standing in the unsafe spot and I got zippity zapped. Basically, anytime there's a monster on screen who's out of the range of my immediate Mega Buster, I like just go to Tundra. Like that's where we use Tundra. Come on, open up. I could use the Mega Buster to open him up. By the time I charge the Mega Buster, he would just open up naturally anyway. So we're actually going to use Biggity Balls here to pop those. And then we're going to Rush Jet our way up. You get higher with Rush Jet than Rush Coil is the issue here. Open up. I guess maybe I'm just biased against the Mega Buster. Like, it's my preference to not walk around with the charge all the time. I don't like the sound effect of the charge. Mega Man, which is it? Is it 2.5D, I think, is a fan game? That's actually really smart about it, because the sound of the Mega Buster charge... No, it's one of the D-makes. It's the Mega Man 7 D-make. Oh, there's another laser I jumped into. Let's speed gear through here. Why are we making it difficult on ourselves? After you start charging your shot, like, the sound effect of the charge vanishes after a few seconds, which I think is a great compromise. You have some balls in your face. Kids like balls, right? Just having a Mega Buster kind of devalues the Robot Master weapons a little bit, in general, just because why switch to this powerful weapon when I already... Oh, I missed my shot. Get through here quickly. There we go. Like, why switch to this ostensibly powerful weapon when I have a really powerful weapon just by default? You know what I mean? Can I... it's better safe than sorry. I want to take that bat out first. Rush Jet, get me up top. Thank you. We need a charge shot here. Shibuya. There we go. Everything's being kind of nice to me today. Everything's going pretty well. Ball you. Yeah, these guys are just weak to balls. Lots of things in this level are weak to balls, and then the boss is also weak to balls, so... Ow! I was even using my speed... Oh, what am I doing? 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 Okay, we're good. Ow! Ow again. Okay, missing the jumps. Getting the lasers in the face. That screen definitely could have gone better. Not gonna lie. Not even gonna lie a little bit. Now here we go with the Biggity Balls. Fighting Fuse Man today. And I don't use the power gear here, I just like to launch the balls. You know the fight starts... Oh, there's a third thing I would change about the game. It's kind of ambiguous when, like, the Robot Master charges up. Like, there's not a good cue for when you actually gain control of your character. Like, you can't use the music as a cue, you can't use the animations as a cue. I'm not really sure when you cross the line from Robot Master is showing off and filling up his bar to you now have control of your character. I would make that less ambiguous. I think I would use the music, because you go in the music, it's like... And then there's a pause, and then the actual boss music starts. I would time it so you get control right as the actual boss music starts. In practice, you have to wait a second or two beyond that. I really don't like it when Brick Road sings the game music. That made me very uncomfortable. Guys, Dr. Wily was behind it all along. The game has a story, but nobody cares what it is. I'm sure somebody cares what it is, but I don't. Alright, we don't need to buy any more of this stuff. We got everything here we want. We want to just buy Weapon Tank. Energy Tank. Oh, we can't afford anything else. Let's buy Free Life. Well done. We can actually go back to the shop in between stages if we use up our weapon or energy tank. Skip this cutscene too. Welcome to Gear Castle, because the whole point of this game was gears. And that's why the whole castle is made out of gears. Which I remember when Super Smash Bros. 4 came out, the Wii U one. The one where they added Mega Man. And like in Smash Bros., every character gets like a little icon that represents them. And they picked a gear for Mega Man. It's like, yeah, he's a robot, like he's a machine, but is a gear really like a Mega Man thing? Oops, jumped into your shot. Sorry, dude. And now with Mega Man 11, it actually is. So it turns out that they could just see the future, I guess. Alright, we want acid here. I gotta pay really close attention to which direction these like background screws are moving in. So I know whether I have to walk on them for a second or jump off of them immediately. If they're rotating against you, you have to walk on them for a second to get your full jump off the other side, like that one there. But if they're going with you, like this one here, you got to jump off immediately. This one here, jump off immediately, and we're out. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take the health here. I am missing a little bit of health. Let's take it and be smart about this. I know. It's a little out of character for me to be smart about anything, but speed gear here for sure against that Met. And just Tundra everything on this screen. Like, why would you even mess with it? Especially with that energy balancer Neo. Okay, I need... Yeah, we start with a shield on this screen, because these guys... And then we have to refresh the acid here. Unequip, acid, refresh. Because you don't want it to run out partway through the level. And boom, we got it. We're in there. So you see I am more well-practiced at this game than most Mega Man games. And that's just because it's such a high-quality game. There's so much good about this game. You just want to replay it over and over and over again. Like, you don't want to put it down. Oop, I have my power gear still equipped there. Yeah, we're going to speed gear these Mets, too. Cool. I think there's one more Stomper over here. Yeah, there he is. Stomper Jones, that's what he's called. Okay, we're going to fire this thing. And acid the rest of the screen, right? And then when we get up top here, we'll speed gear just to make it a little easier to make those tricky jumps. And one last Tundra for you, sir. So boss fight. Yellow Devil is the boss fight. And it's a jump slide. Like, I think you slide under the first block and then you just alternate. And so you don't have to memorize the pattern. Like, what, you'll see what I mean. Slide, jump. Slide, jump, slide. Oop, I messed that up. And then hit him right in the eyeball. Done. And then you can actually see which blocks are coming, but it's always the same order. It's just this jump slide right there. I guess there are 2 slides in a row. I guess I just made a liar out of myself. Okay, we need to speed gear here. Oh, messed it up. Messed it up. In fact, I'm going to drink an energy tank. Just to be safe. Okay, we're good. Oh, I should have hit him there. Oh, my power gear's done. Oh, I let it break. I actually didn't need the energy tank. It all worked out. My power gear came back just at the time little mini devil was falling onto the screen. Drank an energy tank for no reason. But you know what? Better safe than sorry. I mean, if I had gotten killed, I would have had to drink the weapon tank to get my shot back. And I would just afford to buy more energy tanks. Anyway, so it's cool. It's all good. Some days you get a discount in the shop. Dr. Light's like, oh, we give you a 10% discount or whatever. You can buy energy tanks for even cheaper. But it is not this day. Out of my way, out of my way. Okay, we want impact here, because impact will kill those little guys. And then we need fire here. Oh, he saw me coming. He saw me coming from downtown. It's another screen where we can just use the speed gear to cheese ball the wall coming in from behind us. Ah, got over him without jumping into him. I know. Usually I just jump into that guy, because... like, why not? Why not just jump into him and take the damage, right? Because you have a certain amount of health, and when the health hits 0, you die. If you don't use Charged Tundra, you just get a column on the screen at your position, so sometimes that's very desirable. Yeah, we're going to Tundra this fool. I don't feel like dealing with him today. Oh, am I out of Tundra? No, because there's weapon energy right here. And I've got one more shot for all of the Sniper Jones over here. Another cool thing about this game, if you have even 1 bar of weapon energy left, doesn't matter what the weapon actually costs to fire, the game gives you the shot, even the fully powered charged shot version. As long as you've got something in the tank, you're okay. These guys have a platform on their back for some reason. Not really sure why. That seems like an undeveloped game mechanic. That seems like a thing that was going to be useful in 1 or 2 levels. But as far as I know, it's never useful. So jump on the backs of those nerds. At least I didn't get hammered in the face that time, though. I don't think speed gear actually helps. There's a screen up here. Let's get this guy from below first. There's a screen up here with closing walls on either side. And I always use speed gear there, but I don't think it actually helps. Because I think the parts of the screen don't start actually moving until you've reached a certain length. Or a certain height on the screen, rather. I mean, you'll see what I mean. Impact! Impact! Is it this screen here? Yeah. Like, I use speed gear here to slow the walls down, but like the new sections of walls, maybe it doesn't help. Maybe it is. Oh, I overcharged my speed gear. It's fine though. We'll be okay. We'll get it. We have it back right now. Okay. Tundra. So this is the only boss fight in the game that I'm not super happy with. Like, it's not super fun to fight. It feels kind of slapped together. Like, this boss fight could have percolated a little bit more. It's one of those bosses like, oh, we could just make attacks that come out instantly and hit you anywhere on the screen because you have a time travel power. So, as far as I know, the power version of the ball only puts more balls on screen. And that's not super useful all the time. Especially here, we just want to put all the balls in his face right away. That was terrible. That's what we want to do. Yeah. Turn off the balls there. We're going to open them up. Well, this time I think we just put the balls right in there. There we go. And you want to speed gear and then Mega Buster him. And you could do more damage. Oh, you know what? It probably does more damage if you did a Power Gear Mega Buster there, actually. But then you can't speed gear and power gear at the same time. There actually is a mechanic by which you can speed and power gear at the same time. But I've actually never used it, because it's like a desperation move. Let's buy a Mega Tank. We have way more than enough tanks. And we are perfectly broke now. Another criticism the game has is that's it for the Wily levels. There's only 2 Wily levels with 2 Wily bosses. This is the Refight level, and then it's just the final level with the final boss. And people are like, it needs more Wily levels. In fact, not for nothing, but I've seen a person make that argument. I don't know which one is which boss, so we're just going to go in and find out. I've seen people make that argument who years ago I've seen make the argument of Mega Man 4 is too long because it has 2 fortresses. Like, make up your mind. Do you have more fortresses or less fortresses? You can't have it both ways. You have to pick an opinion and stand by it forever, and you're never allowed to change your mind ever. This is the internet. You jerks. I'm sorry, you're not jerks. It's Christmas. I can't call you a jerk on Christmas. Not even as a joke. That would be so mean. We're gonna grab the healing in between bosses, because I don't feel like using a tank here. Oh, we get to use Fuse in this fight, and it's fun. Like, I'm not even going to pay attention to where he is. I'm just going to turn on Fuse and use the powered Fuse every single time, like, he goes around the room, and eventually he'll just die. It's so good. It's so good! There he goes! It's what a good fight. The actual levels, like the 8 Robot Master levels in this game, are a little more... Actually, they're considerably more substantial than a typical Mega Man game is. Without going into, like, super specifics, every single level has a mini-boss fight now. And instead of, like, a typical Mega Man level back in the day was 2 checkpoints. You got a checkpoint halfway through the level, and then a checkpoint before the boss. And all the levels were kind of structured around that. Most levels in this game on normal difficulty, you get 3 checkpoints. Because there's 2 checkpoints in the levels. Each level has a mini-boss now, and each level has its own kind of level gimmick that you get to play with. And that's where I think we don't need more fortress levels in Mega Man 11. Is fortress levels in Mega Man games usually take like old stage gimmicks and kind of remix them into a more difficult presentation. Like, you'll see something in a Robot Master level, and then a second, slightly more different version of that same gimmick in that Robot Master level. Oh, he jumps to the wall here and blow him up a second time, and then he comes... Okay, here we go. I think we have enough bomb this time to make this happen. But then in the Wily stages, you get a third, more difficult version of the same gimmick. Whereas in this game, you get 3 versions of the gimmick, like an introduction, then a harder version, and then a really hard version right in the Robot Master level. And most of the Robot Master levels are structured in that way. And so in a way, the 3rd and 4th Wily levels are kind of built into the Robot Master levels. So I'm okay with only having 2 Wily levels. I do think this Wily level here should have had a boss fight at the end of it, though, instead of just being the Refights. I do think we need one more Wily boss fight. Am I out of block? No, I'm just not hitting the button or something stupid is happening. There you go. Wow, Acid Man. Way to make a fool out of me. You big ball of jerks. Using the word jerk a lot. I'm sorry. So this must be impact and this must be bounce, because I seem to remember the top right one being bounce. So I'm kind of okay with a shorter Wily Fortress because we have the more substantial Robot Master levels. Look! Oh, he got me. He got me. Okay, he's going to... Oh, I don't want to be at the corner there. There we go. I want to stand like kind of here because he's going to bring... Oh, I jumped into it. So I'm the greatest boy. Ugh! You see what I mean? I'm trying to get that shield out, and it's just not going well for me sometimes. We got him. That was a really messy impact, man. That was super sloppy. I almost, instead of this, I actually agonized over that decision. Like, I almost went with, for my Christmas video this year, I almost went with a run of Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on which one I should do. And I decided, okay, whichever one I do for Christmas, just early in 2019, like the first series that I planned for 2019, I will... Oh, I need one more hit, apparently. Here you. Got him. I kind of went on. I kind of clipped his toes there for him. I said, like, whichever one I don't do for Christmas, just my whatever the first 2019 recording is, I'll make the other ones. So I'm going to be doing Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, the Let's Play series, early in 2019. The deciding factor was I was kind of waiting for the next major content update to Free Enterprise to come out, and it hasn't come out yet. Like, it had a big content update, I think in September. And I was kind of wondering, well, by early December probably we'll have that, and it didn't hit. So now I'm thinking maybe by February or so, when I'm ready to start recording Let's Plays, because I've got enough videos to carry me through January, God knows, right now. Maybe by then they'll have one more big content thing to push out. For my Christmas decision-making was helped along by Free Enterprise's lazy developers. That's not true at all. Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise is one of my favorite games from this year, easily. I look forward to sharing it with you all on the YubbaTubes. Final Fantasy I randomizer actually got a real big content update. They put in a map randomizer, which if you watch my Final Fantasy I randomizer series, you'll remember that I said that's kind of all it really needs now. It needs a map randomizer, an element of moving the maps around to be really, really good. Really tasty go nuts. We got to use acid on Wily as well. And like I said, acid's not my favorite weapon in the world to use. We're going to use the speed gear to great effect here to get my acid up and actually make these shots land. I'm going to use it quite a lot. Whoa, okay, put the shield back up, and then we'll repeat this process. Oh, wait, need acid up. And then he shoots missiles at your face and gets rid of the shield. We need to put missiles in his actual face, is what we need. And now I'm going to run out of acid, probably. No, we got him, actually. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, I've got weapon tanks, so I could have just refilled the acid and been fine. And now we're going to switch to Fuse for part of this fight, and then just Mega Buster for the last part. And use quite a lot of speed gear. Where are you going, Wily? Right here? Oh, missed. Oh, I'm out of speed gear now. I don't know how to dodge that, I guess. When he goes above me, I can just shoot Fuse right into his face. When he goes there, though, I can't. So I like him to go above me. Oh, this is a mess. I don't know what to do here. You know what we do? We drink an energy tank. That's what we do. I thought he was going into his final phase, but I guess not. When he goes all the way to the bottom, you can just shoot Fuse along the floor. Where are we going now? Up top? There you go. Now he's going into his final phase. Okay. So we just use Mega Buster here. And try to snip him as he goes by. When he's at the top of the screen here like this. I try to time it to hit him in the face with the charged Mega Buster, but not always in the cards. Ooh, that time it was. Good. Great and good. One other thing this game has trained me to do, and it pains me to say it because I know I'm a scrub lord now, is down and jump is slide in Mega Man games, and it still is in this Mega Man game. But they innovated with just a slide button. I could just push circle to get a slide. And at first I was like, I don't need a slide button. I'm an old school hardcore Mega Man fan. Everybody loves me. I don't need an extra, just whatever. And now I use the slide button all the time. It's like second nature for me. To my undying shame, I do use the Mega Man 11 slide button. Can you ever find it in your hearts to forgive me? You kind of have to. Honestly, it's Christmas. You can't not forgive me. What, are you going to be like, I'm going to be the guy that holds a grudge on Christmas? No, you're not going to hold a grudge on Christmas. It's illegal, first of all. I could call the police. My father-in-law was a police officer in Canton, Ohio. I mean, I never knew him as a police officer. By the time me and Peanut got together and were married, he had already moved to Florida and was working in other fields. But he was a police officer in Canton, Ohio for many years. And he tells a story about, I mean, he was forced to work on Christmas. Have you ever had a job like that like doesn't acknowledge holidays? Like they have to be open on the holidays. I've had a job like that where in a call center I had to go in and work Christmas Eve and whatever. But police officers, obviously, we need police up there on Christmas. And he had to do he was a traffic cop, and he had to do his rounds on Christmas Day. And he said what he did is he set up a speed trap under an overpass, blared Christmas music through his radio, and people would come around the corner speeding, and he would hit his sirens, and they would stop, and he'd write them a ticket as he was playing the Christmas music, and then wish them a Merry Christmas. Many Christmases were probably ruined, but the troll in me, the part of me that likes the internet troll culture, has deep respect for that. But as much as I enjoy trolling, I cannot bring myself to troll you all on Christmas. I love you too much for that. I Mega Man you all very much. As we know, Mega Man equals love. I really do have a blast playing games for you guys. I love that I get to do this for my job. And every year when I get to make my Christmas video and get to express how much I like having you all around and what I do, I'm glad this has become my tradition. And I'm glad I got to share Mega Man 11 with you guys. I mean, it was going to be this or free enterprise, and either way you guys were going to have a blast, and then just get the other game early in 2019 anyway. I suppose someone can make the argument like, oh, that you mean we're not getting a Mega Man 11 Let's Play series now? No, sorry, you're not. Here's the Christmas video instead. It would have just been all the same gameplay, though. Like, it would have just been that chopped up into 11 parts or whatever. Probably nowhere near 11 parts. Probably, like, if this took me more than 2 hours, I'll be shocked. I don't have a timer on screen. So, Mega Man 11, my first actual interaction with it was booting it up and the game was unplayable. I bought the PS4 version for reasons that I don't care to get into, but any console game that I play has to run through my capture card on my computer, which introduces about 0.3 or 0.4 seconds of input lag, which isn't much. Most games are still perfectly playable. My Caro Blaster series that I uploaded earlier this year was done on PS4, played that game fine. Other PS4 games I play perfectly fine. I've got Horizon Zero Dawn, has no problem playing that. Final Fantasy 12, obviously, no problem playing that. I have N++, which is an incredibly detailed precision platformer. I have no problem playing that on the capture card. For some reason, Mega Man 11 couldn't do it. 30 years of residual Mega Man muscle memory. I had to fight against it every inch of the way, and I couldn't do it. So I had to buy an HDMI splitter. So this is the first game I'm recording with this HDMI splitter. So I'm actually running the signal from the PS4 into the splitter. The splitter is sending the signal simultaneously to my capture card, which is what you guys are seeing, and to my HD TV, which is what I'm seeing. But that means I'm not playing the game. Usually I play games in a window, and I position the window so I see the timer at the top of the screen in Audacity, so I know how long I've been recording. And I'm not doing that. So I don't know if I've been recording for 1 hour or 2 hours or 15 minutes. I don't have any idea how long it's been. I'm going to guess about 90 minutes. How close am I in the comments? Am I close? Am I in the ballpark about 90 minutes? Free Enterprise probably would have taken 3 hours. So I don't know. Maybe I should have done the other way. Do the 3-hour Christmas video, then there's the short Mega Man. Oh, I'm second guessing myself. I've done everything wrong and ruined the holidays. But it's okay, because for me, in the past, the day that I'm recording this, in early December, it's not Christmas yet for me. It's Christmas now, for you, and for me, wherever I am, out there in the wide world, enjoying the holiday. But today, December, whatever it is, I have chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream waiting for me that I can go eat. And it's going to be great. And that's what I'm going to reward myself after recording Mega Man 11 today. Guys, Christmas is a big deal for me. It's a big deal for my family. We go way, way overboard. I got Peanut a Christmas puppy. Don't tell her. She's getting a new puppy. It's going to be awesome. And I realize everybody respects the holidays in their own way. Not everybody goes overboard like me and my family do. Not everybody, like, even if you celebrate Christmas, not everybody goes completely bounce man to the wall with it. And I realize that impressing somebody's beliefs on somebody else, like, I would never want to do that. I'm not even a Christian, honestly. I don't recognize any of the religious aspects of the holiday in my own life. But I do kind of feel a sense of duty to try to impart to those people to whom Christmas is just a holiday that's just one day out of the year. I try with these videos to share a little bit of why it's so important for our lives with my viewers. And even to the people that don't celebrate Christmas at all, even if you're in a part of the world that doesn't culturally recognize the holiday, if it's just another day and you just sign on once a year and get an extra long Brick Road video for no reason, maybe take just a second and see if you can just breathe in part of what makes the holiday so special for me and for millions of others around the world. That's why I want to share these videos with you guys. I don't want to get all preachy, obviously. Why would I preach? I'm not even religious. But sharing things in my life with my viewers is part of what makes this job so special. And part of what made it want me to go from it being my main hobby to being my job. Even back in 2009, 2010, before I was making a dime doing this, when I didn't know the technology and I didn't have the proper setups, and I was recording Let's Plays using a crappy headset mic, and I thought it was cool to play games at 150% speed, which it's not. That's a dumb gimmick, and I look at those old videos and I'm like, ugh, what was I thinking? Maybe I will make it a point to try to get all those old 150% speed videos, like do new series for them. Like 2018, the thing was, I did Castlevania 2, and I just did a bunch of NES games that are kind of similar to Castlevania 2, like the old, bad, mean platformers. Maybe 2019 it'll be, alright, let's stop screwing around. Let's do a real series for all of the games that I ruined the first time around. I have better tech. I have a better idea of a concept for the channel. I'm better at what I do. I don't need the super speed gimmick. Maybe I need to go back and replay Castlevania 4 and Crystallis and Legacy of the Wizard. Maybe you guys deserve it. Maybe we all deserve it. Not just because it's Christmas, but just because we're here on this earth, enjoying and sharing the human experience together. Maybe that's all it takes to be able to enjoy nice things, to be able to enjoy creative things, to want to please and impress one another with the things that we make and say and do in our lives. Or maybe I'm talking out of my butt and everyone's going to be saying, I like the super speed videos, do more super speed videos. I had a bunch of people wonder why I didn't do a super speed series for Final Fantasy VI when I did it. I still have this aversion to doing RPGs on the channel. I want to do more RPGs. But I don't want to become like an RPG channel, you know? So doing Final Fantasy VI was important to me, but doing it super speed to condense the videos to like 30 videos instead of 50, I'm glad I did it the way I did. Weird to end the Christmas video on a bizarre just side note of an old Let's Play series that's done now. But that's what I did. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really, really happy I got to share Final Fantasy 11 with you. Thanks for watching Final Fantasy 11. If it's Christmas Day and you're on the internet, there's no other content going up on Christmas. Everybody takes the day off except good old Uncle Brick Road. If you need more to watch this year, I've got my 2017 video and my 2016 video and my 2015 video and my 1934 video, and I'm just going to link them all down in the doobly-doo below the video. You'll see a link to the Christmas playlist. Watch as much Christmas cheer as you can possibly handle. And I'll see you guys in 2019, and we'll play more games, and we'll have more fun. And I love it. I can't wait.